Good morning, my friends and fellow fantasy footballers. Enjoying a nice cup of Joe here on my deck. It's a nice crisp fall afternoon. Another victory for yours truly. Number 2 in rankings. And oh, by the way, I'd like to add, I am number 1 in your total points. Now, let's just get on with the updates. Who scored over 100 points in every game they've played this year? Raise your hand. I should only see Adam raising his hand because myself and Adam are the only members of the league to have scored 100 points, at least 100 points, every week. If you've scored at least 107 points in the league every week you've played, raise your hand. That's just me. Nobody has scored at least 107 points, 105, 102, 101 points other than myself. 110? All but 1 week I've scored at least 110. So, anyway, yeah. The record might indicate that I'm number 2. Believe me when I say it will eventually be number 1. Look out, Joe. I play in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, Joe. I know, I don't want to trade you Roddy White for Felix Jones. Are you fucking crazy? So anyway, stars for everyone's matchup. The stars for myself, Peyton Manning, 36 points on Monday night. Alfred Morris scored me 11. And then 11's only a little higher than everybody else because I had a great conglomerate of point getting this week, even though Trent Richardson had a little bit of a rib injury and he'll be fine and be back next week. So anyway, as far as Joe, Aaron Rodgers, and I read that letter, Ryan. Funny stuff. Except, you shouldn't use the same letter you write to all your former girlfriends. You just leave the dear part. You change Aaron Rodgers out for, Lindsay, Jessica, Noelle, Mary, whatever the hell their names were. Bracco, Christian Ponder. What a pickup. I gotta tell you. Antonio Gates, almost put him on the bench, I hear. Good thing you didn't. Ahmad Bradshaw for 2 weeks in a row, and Percy Harvin. I'm scared to play Bracco. I might just get another loss of, I already played him. I'll play him again later on in the year when he has enough injuries and such to ruin his team. But I've already beaten you once. No, I lost. But 4-2, if I had Joseph Martinez's schedule, I'd be undefeated. So his 5-1 is a little skewed, I feel. Congratulations. Being number 1 is, it's important. It gets you a good start. Because when you start losing, you won't necessarily fall to 7th, 8th, or 9th. But myself, top point getter. Adam, second top point getter. Ryan, third top point getter. We all have 2 losses. It's the way it goes, I guess. So, anyway, Jay, another winner this week. Falcons defense and Phil Dawson, both free agent pickups for you this week, and both did outstanding for you. Adam, this is a laundry list now. Bear with me, everyone. Andy Dalton, Jeremy Maclin, 19 points. Ray Rice, 21 points. And Andy Dalton was a free agent pickup. But let's not forget Jordy Nelson. Dana is a little upset at Jordy Nelson. He's a little upset at the Houston defense. But, Adam, going up. This is Adam's team, just so everybody knows. I have to play him this week. Adam, you and I are going to have a hell of a matchup. I'm actually going to predict a loss for myself. Probably my final loss of the year. I have a few bye weeks. I have Roddy White and Demaryius Thomas and Peyton Manning all on a bye. Now, unless the Giants will allow RG3 to get a few more points like he did last week, then I might have a chance. But I'm going to predict, Adam, a win for you again this week because I can't do anything about it. A couple of bye weeks. You sacrifice a week for the greater good. And for me, it was week 7. And lucky for you, Adam, I play you in week 7. I'd rather play you now when I'm going to have nobody doing well than play you in a few weeks when I score 130 points and you score 135. I don't want to lose that way. As far as the regrets go, Ryan, Eli Manning only 15 points. He won us the game, had a heck of a game as a Giant. As a shab on my knob, he did not have a good game. Reggie Bush. Can I get a Reggie? Reggie? Reggie scored only 3 points. David Akers, 2 missed field goals. 2 missed field goals. They would have got you 8 points or 7 points if he made those. Jeff, I got to say, you lost to me. You didn't have a Bears defense. I saw where you were going. Who wants to drop their Bears defense? I mean, it's not like you had anybody else on your team you wanted to drop. Dustin Keller? Not only did you not drop Dustin Keller, you played Dustin Keller. What did he get you? 0.7? 0.7? Really? There's tight ends who were backups that scored more than Dustin Keller. Justin Tucker? Baltimore didn't kick a lot of field goals this week. David Bowe? Maybe Ryan can tell you what happened with Kansas City this week. Jimmy left Dez Bryant on the bench. Phillip Rivers? He looked like Tony Romo. And Bengals defense. Now, that was a decent idea for that pickup, but yeah, it didn't work out so well for you, did it, Jimmy? Michael Mattiello, my cousin, there. I know we got, I'm just going to clarify this. If I say Bracco, obviously I mean Bracco. If I say Mike, I mean my cousin. So Michael Vick on the bench with 34 points. San Francisco defense. Now, this is the problem I have of picking a defense that you're going to stick with the entire year. 1 week, they're going to score you only 5 points. Stephen Ridley, as good as he's been all season, nothing. Nothing this week against Seattle. Now, before I get to the next one, I want to say that this next person he's taken tremendous strides on improving his team. He has done all that he can do with what he was given by taking the advice of one Jeffrey Gaspar during our draft. Dana Gordon, you had a couple of regrets, but not many that would have affected your team. Now, it should be noted that Dana scored 110, 112 points. I'm not looking at it, so I can't tell. And not only that, he would have beat all but 3 teams this week. He would have lost to Adam, which he did lose. He would have lost to Bracco, and he would have lost to me. Everybody else in the league this week, he would have beat. So if you haven't played Dana yet, and I have, be on the lookout, because I have a feeling he might start pulling some streaks together. I think it's Jay next week, Buffalo 8. Yeah, look out. Dana's coming, and he is motivated, to say the least. Adam, remember the recap thing after our game is over, it's his final recap? Adam has the best record against the entire league. That's week to week now. He has been proved to number 1. I have fallen from the best record in the league to number 2, but it's only by about a game or 2. Now, that's if you play everybody every week. And again, if I had Joe's schedule, undefeated. Just saying. Just saying. I've had 2 very tough matchups. Joe has had the least amount of points scored against him. Nobody has had less points scored against them than Joe. In fact, it is a wide margin. So I'm going to try and keep this one short this week, fellas, because I got to say, it was a very low week for a lot of us, except for Adam and Bracco and myself. Nobody scored, and Dana, but Dana lost, but it was no one scored 110 points. Guys barely scored 100 points this week. Ryan had 75 points. Woo, 75 points. That's tough to score on 131 week and 75 the next week and 110 the next week and 82 the next week. How do you keep track of that, Ryan? I don't know how you do it. Jimmy is on a 4-game losing streak. After starting 2-0, he is 2-4 now. But I will add that Jimmy has had the most points scored against him. 761 points have been scored against him. That's just bad luck. That's just bad luck, man. Like Joe's good luck, Jimmy's had the opposite in the bad luck. Dana has had the second most points scored against him. And like I said, his if you look at Dana's team, it's going up. Just like Adams. Joe is on a 4-game winning streak, but it doesn't, it's easy when you score 103 points and Ryan can only muster up 75. He did drop Randall Cobb, and I think a couple of us are trying to go get him. Dana got him. Number 1 waiver wire. Dana also picked up Brandon Stokely, but he's on a bye this week, brother. Just don't know if that helps you. Brandon Gibson. I don't know how I got Brandon Gibson because I waited so long to pick him up. He's a number 1 wide receiver right now. Number 1. I know it's St. Louis. Who doesn't need a number 1 wide receiver? Raise your hand if you don't. Because I have Roddy White, Demaryius Thomas, and I have Torrey Smith, and I have Mike Williams on my bench, and I still wanted to pick him up. What the hell's wrong with you guys? Brandon Gibson was available until Saturday. No, I think I got him Sunday. What the hell? I didn't even use him. I think I picked him up after the game started. Oh, anyway. Joe's new name. I don't know. I kind of liked your other name. You just get a little gayer with your names now. Everybody else pretty much keeps their name. Pretty much. But now I'm just going to start rambling. So, a little recap. Dan and Adam should be number 1 and 2. However you want to take it, 1, 2, either way. Joe's been the luckiest as far as the schedule has gone. Jimmy's been the unluckiest as far as the schedule has gone. Ryan is the most inconsistent team in the league. And Dana, after his encounter with Ryan and I last year in Ryan's apartment, is taking this shit seriously. So with that said, you guys have a wonderful week. Enjoy your work. I hope to talk to you all soon. And I don't know. Take care. Brush your hair.